Okay, let's get all this sorted out. So, Coleslaw Cup should now be live on the old YouTube, and Nicholas Harmer's posted a memory. Cool. All right, I'm joined with Orlando, and also special guest, Sheldon. It says upcoming for me on the thing. Okay, now it's live. Yeah. Say hello, gang.
Hello.
Yeah, it's live. Oh, cack. Okay. Shelley sounds so excited to be here. You should.
You should not assume in this time of your, in these times. Yep. Good recovery. Good recovery. Yep. Say your piece. Say your piece.
Okay. Anyway, Dusty's the first one out on the track. He's Dusty, he's Muskie, Lusky, Crusty, Dusty Lusky. Indeed. Okay. Red. Well, I think because his coat thing, his uniform. Have you not seen his uniform, dude? It's absolutely fire. Good to see Knuckles got here in time as well, taking up Oscar Piastri's seat. We'd hate for Sheldon to get it. So. Through turn one goes Dusty anyway, carrying the speed. On the power, nice and early. Not a track that I've driven very much at, to be perfectly honest. It's a fun one. Perhaps not best for racing, but we'll see. I think it's going to be a chaotic lap one. If it ever isn't. Imagine being on the controller. I'm going to be making an extra special effort to not ignore Lanzi today. So we'll see how that goes.
It will probably be Mission Impossible, but let's see how it goes.
It'll be mission accomplished.
Let's hope so. Also, I'm drinking the new, well, they're not that new anymore, but the blue Red Bull today. Which is Juneberry. I don't know what that is, but it is alright. I give it a 6.5 out of 10.
A couple months early for that.
For what?
For the Juneberry.
I mean, I don't make it.
That's how fast Red Bull is now. They're 2 months ahead of everybody else.
You know,
Nicky, that's the fastest time so far. 5-place grid penalty for VTEC for colliding with Say.
Oh. Did one of them get damaged?
I'm just hoping Say didn't get a penalty, because that would be cringe.
I mean, it depends what the collision was, of course. Maybe it was deserved. You should not assume before you know the facts, buddy.
That AlphaTauri VTEC has no front wing.
Yeah, so probably was it Say that blocked VTEC then? So you should swallow the words there and apologize. We're waiting.
That's right. I don't speculate.
I mean, you don't break your front wing on air, so.
You could have just been hitting Say, bro. Say could have been off the track, out of the way, and VTEC just takes him out anyway.
Yeah, that sounds logical. I think by the, I don't know if we got the rules here, but in Midwest it would mean a restart, an unfair 5 second, but I don't know if we're doing that here.
And also, if Say was all the way off the track and VTech veered off into the back of him, fuck knows what the result would even be.
Yeah, you're.
In that decision.
I mean, you can cope how you want, man. Here goes Say. Anyway. It rhymed.
I mean, your theory could be right. I mean, Say could have brake tested.
The birthday boy, indeed.
But in Midwest, that would still be the fault of the car behind, because it always is.
Happy birthdays to Say.
He needs to change his driver number, bro. It's the big 18. Not being one of these funny guys. It's in P17 right now, though.
This is a really quick track, huh? They zoom in.
They do be flying around.
53.995 for Say in the second sector. And now it's just all about momentum. Sorry? What kind of sound these cars make? They make cars sounds.
It's a bit of a whine. It's kind of like Dace when he isn't first.
I think it depends on the car. I think the Ferrari is pretty Karen-like, you know? But like the Red Bull is more... It's not really whining, it's more like... you know? A bit monotone, I would say.
Like trying to listen to cynical talk. It's just...
Sure. Well, bit of a... I don't want to say boring qualifying, but we're really waiting for Joe, the working man, to get out on track here. And he is, so...
Yeah, I wonder what he's doing.
Let's see what Joe can do. Fraichido goes up to P9. Respectable.
The man who didn't want to see the full solo eclipse, but I convinced him to. And he did. Hell yeah, dude. Did you see it, Shelly? But it says whatever that means, as if it's a difficult concept to grasp. Did you see that video from, like, the satellite that was, like, looking down on the Earth and you could see the big circular shadow of the moon, like, moving apart? That shit was awesome. You'd open your eyes to the world, bro.
It was a very rare moment where the firebend had no power.
It's so great, bro.
I mean, you say you don't want to be, but it is pretty cool. Here goes Nicky anyway on his lap. He's gonna start right now. Always a fun to be on board with Nicky because you never know what's happening. Also interested to see. It's also interesting to see who knows where to save the battery, because this is one of those tracks where you run out of battery on the final straight to the line. So you have to turn it off at some point in the lap. Little small inside.
I'll tell you, someone who will know exactly where that point is will be Joe Workingman, because he's a fucking sweat.
Well, I also know where the point is, because he told us all once, so they should know. And it seems like Nicky knows, because Nicky did not use battery there, so Nicky has been paying attention.
Be a little bit critical if he didn't pay attention in class, but...
Yeah.
Oh, and that's an invalidation from No Joke.
I mean, he's a bit goofy like that.
Bro,
Nicky, meanwhile, is not invalidated. He is zooming. Is he improving, though? He is!
He is. He has to.
He's also purple, but who knows? No downshift from Nicky there. Different to what Say was doing in that corner.
I wonder who's quicker.
Well, we're gonna find out, aren't we? Looks like a nice final corner. Up to the line. Will he run out of deployment? Say did. So, and he isn't. Look at that. Beautiful.
Ooh.
Almost gets there. He gets really close though. He gained a
So
lot
close,
of time
but yet so far. That's a good lap though from Nicky, in all seriousness. Chuck Blazing is up on his time as well.
For quite some margin as well.
It looks really hooked up, to be fair. This track does look like really good fun. It's one of those fun to drive, not as fun to race sort of circuits, I think.
It is a qualifying track for sure. And it's a battery... Well, there's no recharge, so if you use it, it's gone.
P6. Oh, yeah, maybe that'll be a big advantage, you'll say.
Yeah.
And got Palmer is up on his time.
Disadvantage for days.
Got Palmer looking to extend his lead. And then invalidates.
What we have not discussed yet, what I will do, is the standings going into this round, of course.
You are the stat man.
I am. So we have Scornsy getting into this race with the 214 points. And we got Mackie into place 2 on 186. So a gap of 28 between number 1 and 2. Say is 12 behind on 174. And then we got a big gap to Edwin and Days. But really, it's still early days, but it is looks like a 3-horse race here in the championship. And looks like Say has given up mentally some sort, because he was thinking about not racing today. So and knows what the mindset of the child is. It is his birthday, to be fair. So
we've got Edwin on all that, but he's out of ERS, and surely he's going to be pitting. He does indeed.
Today he's going to start a lap though, so that would be interesting to see what he can do.
What is bro doing? Oh, it's his connection, man. It was like this last week.
Yeah, it looks a bit iffy. Let's see. It's horrible to be on board.
It's terrible.
Off-side view, that's a little bit better.
Oh. Yeah, he just constantly looks like he's losing it, but you can't really tell if it's true or not.
Yeah, he has invalidated, so. He's fumbling.
Got Scornsy on a lap and almost 3/10 up.
So he is lagging really badly. I'm gonna have to tell him about it.
But it's gonna snitch.
Yes.
Scornsy opens the DRS, runs up to the line. He's up on his time, or at least he was. Crosses the line. What will it be? It's P3 for Scornsy, only a couple tenths of a second away from Got Palmer, who's on provisional pole position. Still everybody with time to set more laps, though.
Sharia is almost 2 tenths up on his time.
No job coming out of the pits as well. Turn the ERS off as well.
I've been lying.
Oh, okay. Fried Cheeto crosses the line, improves by half a second up to P8.
Oh. Look at him go.
Wondering if we have Scornsy on a lap or not. No, we don't. He's on an in lap.
We got Vitek on our out lap. We also got Joe Working Man on our out lap, but he's not that far ahead yet. So
we've got Gunner on a hot lap, but it's Gunner.
I mean, who knows?
I mean, I'm pretty sure I know.
He was very eager to get that Red Bull Ferrari seat. He is a full-time Ferrari driver now because of Ray Bozo stepping down.
No. We can't lose Ray Bozo, bro. That's like my favourite thing to say. I love saying Ray Bozo.
And also,
no,
I have not.
I've never had a Cheeto before.
Gunnar running out of deployment. He does not know about the tricks, but what is he going to set?
He's also taken a strange line across
21
down the straight.
Respectable though, still quicker than guys. You don't. I mean, I did not expect him to go quicker, but yeah, maybe we should not underestimate anyone.
Yeah, No Jug coming through the final sector, about to start his lap, I believe.
Yep.
Taking it very easy.
Just started his lap. Would like to know. 2 minutes and 40 is left in the session. So it's probably his last run.
The pits now, yeah. And yeah, he doesn't have fuel to back off of a lap and try again. So it's all or nothing. And he's got cars coming out of the pits ahead of him as he crosses the line to start his lap. Will those cars stay out of the way? I hope so. They've got plenty of time to still get around, so I would hope that they would get out of the way.
Oh, you fell again.
Oh, you clown, man.
What a bum.
Oh, look at this. Look at this childish
behavior. What a bum.
Look at this absolutely pathetic behavior. Strong contender for Bozo of the race already, and we haven't even started the race.
Let's see. Feedback now.
Everybody getting Discord and calling Bozo. Sector.
Final corner for Vitek. What can he do? He can do better than that, I would imagine.
Better than that, indeed.
No deployment left, but he goes to P13 only. Pretty disappointing there from Vitek. We got Nicky on a lap in the middle sector. Bit of a slide. Tay has left the session.
Just reminded Mackie that he's a bozo.
Ooh, Nicky's 6 tenths up. Nicky's on a flyer here.
How is he going to mess it up, though, is the real question.
It looks like he's not. Final corner. Oh, Nicky! No! No way he did that, man. What was the time going to be? A 21.2.
Oh, that would have been P6.
That's outrageous.
I immediately fucking called it. Immediately called it, dude.
Yeah, but not funny haha, funny sad.
Funny cringe.
We got... Who do we got? We got Palmer on a lap in sector 1. So he will be the first one, I think. No, that will be Edwin, actually, who's in the last sector now. He's almost 1.5 tenths up. That gets him close to pole. He needs to find a little bit more, and he could get a professional pole here.
Could get a little bit of a tow from that car ahead as well if they're not pushing too hard. But we'll see. It looks like a Williams, perhaps, or maybe an Alpine.
Tony, probably. Not getting it.
Just a little bit too far away.
Out of deployment. He does not know about the tricks.
Yeah, that might really cost him as he crosses the line. Does take provisional pole.
Yeah.
But we've got Palmer on a lap. He was just set a purple middle sector, apparently. Dace is behind him and Scornsy's behind him. Okay, so that puts us nicely in order. I'm not sure if there's anybody else threatening for pole. I don't think so. So we've got Palmer come through the final corner, carrying quite a bit of speed. Will he be able to get to the line without running out of deployment? It's going to be close. You can see that bar ticking down, and it's gone. Loses his deployment. It's going to be close. The car really struggling to get up the revs, but he takes it by a tenth of a second. Dace is 2/10 of a second up as well. That puts him sort of in the ballpark, but not quite there, you would think. We will see on the run up to the line. PRS open. And he does take it! Scornsy now, the only man who could knock him off his perch, and he's backed off.
We've got front line come to the line, he will be the last one.
That's it. Front line can't do anything.
Does improve. Close
and it's Dace on pole.
Top 2. That is epic. That really sets us up for an insane choke from Dace.
It does. It sets us up from a crazy comeback drive from Mackie to still win the race. Yeah.
That would be insane if he does. Vitek as well with the 5th place, so I'm not sure what's going to happen there. Vitek probably doesn't mind, I should say, because he loves to be at the back anyway.
Probably prefers it.
Yeah.
Got a few drivers chatting in the game chat for some reason.
See what they're yapping about.
Nobody want to say hello to us in the chat today? Kind of upsetting. Kind of rude. Shut up, Shelley. Bro is the hype man that no one asked for and no one deserved. We hired hype men off Fiverr.
What the flip? Fiverr, mate. Woohoo! Do a flip.
Joker.
Say says notice to me saying he is lagging, so well, I'm happy he has seen it as well.
Noticing it doesn't really help the situation much, though.
No, you should fix it. But yeah.
Bro needs to bring in Felix, bro. Fix it, Felix.
Fix it, Felix. Cause his cat's named Felix, but you also got Fix It Felix from Record Roll.
Okay,
That's so clever, man. Anywho, you have a joke of the day, Shelly? Who's there? Joe who?
Biden.
Damn. Yeah, that was... I mean, you should never be ashamed of your words, man. Okay. No. That's why I hoped you got one.
No.
Alright.
You've probably got a bet on it, you fucking addict.
Alright, I got one.
$200 Nicholas Hahn money line.
Hey, Shelly.
Days to have +1 spins. And for there to be 17.5 plus finishes, bro.
How did you find Will Smith in the snow?
No, my lord.
You look for Fresh Prince. Oh, I'll see myself out, guys. Have a good day.
Yeah, goodbye.
Let's see look at the tires, guys. Pretty.
Yeah, we probably should
nice
do
variety.
Something like that. Yeah, we've got Sharir, the absolute rebel on the softs. That's an interesting call, but Sharir does usually know what he's doing. Usually. At least he's very good at making it seem like he knows what he's doing, anyway.
Yeah, he got all the stats and
the
feedback and
got Scavney to do some statistical analysis for him.
Yeah. But I think Sharir might shock us today. He might know something, you know.
It's the Shaz man.
I did once do a medium soft tier and it worked out wonders, but it will be interesting to see. Because you would imagine Days is doing medium soft as well. Because you're not starting on the mediums to go to the hard, surely. That's not what I would do, but I'm just a commentator. Probably
Dace backwards.
Probably Dusty. I think Dusty is going to finish pretty well high up.
You know
usually
what?
Does.
So one thing I've noticed, Scornsy loves that aggressive grid angle. He did that last week.
Yeah, he's doing it again, yeah. Let's see what we're doing at the start.
No way, did we get everybody parked correctly?
That's a first. No, we got the Merkin man coming. This would be perfect in his race. The bozo of the race. Oh!
Sayers left the session.
That's unlucky.
Hopefully doesn't break the entire fucking thing. Anyway, 5 red lights.
Should go now. Here we go.
It's lights out and away we go. A little bit of wheel spin there from Scornsy. Dace gets a good start. Got Palmer doesn't get a bad start, but it's not quite as good as Dace's, but it keeps him safe from Edwin. Scornsy is still on the inside of Edwin as we head into turn 1. Edwin braking late, trying to go around the outside line and goes outside the track even. And got some yellow flags behind as well. Scornsy looking to get a run on Edwin, who seems to be struggling to keep it on the track. Dace pulling a little bit of a gap. He does have those medium tyres though, so he does need to pull a bit of a gap from Got Palmer if possible. There's a mistake there from Calibob. He's run wide. He's going to lose a few positions there. Even Say's Ghost is overtaking him. We've got a car off in the back. That's cynical as well. Say is back. He has made his return and he finds himself right behind a fried Cheeto. Nicky fighting away.
Yeah.
Slow Rise trying to hold it around the outside. Nicky's got the inside line though, cuts across him, and that's good night Slow Rise for the time being. We've got a little bit of a run there from the Ferrari behind on the Alfa Romeo. That's going to have a look at Dusty, but not quite getting close enough.
Nicky would love to get past Say before Say rejoins, but don't think it's going to work out. Because Say's Ghost is burning battery.
Sui and VTEC side by side. VTEC on the inside can't quite match the speed of Sui around the outside. Joe Workingman trying to get his way past front line, who is nowhere near the front line, but is still on a line in front of Joe Workingman. And he's looking to make a move on Knuckles into the final corner. Down the inside he goes. Knuckles has the better line, really. And Frontline manages to avoid drifting wide into him. VTEC falling like a Puerto Rican rock through the field. And that's a great run by Gunnar to finally get his way past Dusty. We've got a move here to the inside by Slayer Eyes, making a look on Nicky. But Nicky manages to stand his ground for the time being. Damn, I've got some energy today.
Yeah, we had Frontline on the main straight getting boxed in by Nojak and Knuckles. He made some contact with the back of Knuckles there. Could have ended badly, but it worked out fine. Also, one thing to note is that Say's AI has...
And Say has spanned Cheeto.
Ooh. Well, he's not dead
Say
yet,
has used the Dace tactic there on Cheeto, it would seem. Yet he's still ahead of Sharia Coleslaw. I don't even know what happened to Sharia. I missed that.
Oh,
Cheeto with the hot tyres, though, can hardly get it.
He started to lag again, unfortunately.
Happy birthday to you. Joe Workingman on the hot tyres trying to make his way past Dusty Lusky in the Alfa Romeo as well. This must be frustrating for No Drug because, I mean, he knows that he needs to get past these cars, but it's not an easy track to overtake at.
No. Unless you are willing to drain your whole battery.
And we've got a pit stop to say. Probably looking to retire from this race due to the connection, I would assume. Chuck Blazing with an insane run on Scornsy. Scornsy falls back down to P5. No. They sets fastest lap of the race. Say retiring, which, I mean, I've got to respect that, to be fair.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to ruin other people's races. I do respect that. Something Dace would never do.
Apart from fried Cheetos, of course. He did ruin that one.
True. Well.
But that was more skill issue.
He didn't ruin anyone important's race, anyway.
I mean, that's harsh.
Sorry, fried Cheeto, I didn't mean that. Love you, really. It is only a joke. Why you have to be mad?
So we got a couple of gaps. Nicky is holding on to his battery right now. He still has 100%. Up in the front, Fireballer has used quite a lot. Edwin has also used almost everything.
Yep, No Joke up to P10 now. He's making progress, but not as quickly as he'd want to. I mean, you can't exactly criticise the amount of overtakes he's made in this short amount of time, to be fair, but
yeah.
All this time, Dace is escaping up ahead. He's almost broken the DRS to Got Palmer. Got Palmer will just want to try and stay in that window, chill in the DRS, save his DRS if he can, and try and stick with Dace, and Dace will be wanting to pull that gap. And the gap is also close with Edwin as well with 1 second. He's flirting with fallen out of the DRS range. I've got Palmer as well. No Jug should be able to make a move here. Day sets another fastest lap of the race. DRS open for No Jug. He's not burning any ERS though. Maybe he is comfortable with making this move. And yeah, we've got to move ahead. Down the inside goes Slayerized on Nicky. Nicky tries to fight it back around the outside, runs a little bit off the track. This isn't real F1, you'll get away with it anyway. Down the inside now, which turns to the outside for the next corner. Calibob's still alongside. And a fantastic battle here between the Alpine and the Haas. And
not Calibob.
My apologies. And Nicky backs out of that one.
And Jack is on the scene. And you would imagine Nicky is going to let him through at some point, because these guys are obviously teammates.
Yeah, playing the
maybe
team
they get the double
game.
whammy.
Or maybe they won't.
Straight.
Maybe we'll see a Haas civil war.
Be fun.
It's possible. Calibob not too far behind Scornsy as well. Impressive. Everything is cool when you're part of the Haas team.
So we've got Palmer, who Edwin has been dropped, yeah? No battery as well, so you would
completely
think
dropped.
He might get... I think I probably has a pace advantage over Fireballer there. Squashy's still behind him. With a lot of
really impressed with Calibob's pace. Calibob all over Scornsy and has a full battery as well.
Yeah.
And he's deploying it
I
a
remember
little bit.
Calibob being pretty good around here. Calibob also always really a contender for podium places if he gets the qualifying right, to be fair.
And we do see that Haas swap.
Yeah.
But they're going to have to stay behind Slayerized, I think, for the time being. Dusty and Gunnar are going to not fighting that one into turn one. I think he knows that the overspeed of the DRS is going to be too powerful for him to contend with. A really disappointing race so far from Sharia Coleslaw.
Yeah.
Did you see what happened to Sharia?
I've not seen it, but it probably... Yeah. Together with Cynical, perhaps? Well, Cynical is quite a way ahead of him still. Because remember, Cynical was dropped to last, I think, on the start.
Yeah.
There are quite some people behind him, so a lot happened there in the backfield we missed.
Not working.
Nope.
Got Palmer has pulled the gap to Dace a little bit in now. He's down to 0.6 of a second. Almost.
We'll create the option for the undercut.
And further decreasing his chance of being able to actually pull in this podium. I think Scornsy will still end up finessing his way into the podium, to be fair. He usually does. Yep, and No Jug has got so much overspeed here. He'll have the DRS here. He's got the better line. This should be a really easy overtake for him. And Nicky might struggle. He's got 97% battery. He needs to use it. But he isn't going to. Well, look at the overspeed he's got, dude. He absolutely would have made the move if he used a bit of ERS. He doesn't even want it, dude. He's not even braking that late. And got Palmer, 0.2, less than 0.2 now, behind Dace. 1.5, 1.3 tenths of a second.
Is that a mistake? Or is that the tyre switch already?
It looked like it sort of happened over the course of the whole lap, though. He reeled him in. So I'm not sure we can say that's down to one individual error. Maybe a collection of errors, as is
goes a little bit wide there
commonplace with Dace. It's common Dace.
Yeah. Maybe Dace got a little bit red.
Fantastic fighting. No Jug has made a mistake and Slayerized is back past him again.
Oh.
Nicky now right on the back of him, so maybe this is a better chance for Nicky to make that double overtake. Calibob all over the back of Scornsy as well. Less than half a second between those guys. No Jug is flirting so much with the track limits as well. I would not be surprised if he picked up a penalty sometime soon. That guy only has one wheel on the track every time I look at him. One tyre.
Yep.
And
Yellows.
Dusty's gone.
Oh.
Dusty is off in the gravel. He's a little bit too washed.
And Nicky is close now and he's using battery. A little bit on the exit. So, yep.
Yep, he's got it held down now and this should be an easy move. Maybe be able to make a double overtake.
No progression.
Just send it, bro. Just send it on No Jug. Why not? Funny. But no, he's going to have to fight now with Slayerized.
Oh, Slayer hits him.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Elbows out there, but all fair, I think. And there's less than 0.2 of a second now between Calibob and Scornsy.
It
they even dipped below 1/10 there.
It looked more like Slayer got a snap of oversteer there, more than anything malicious.
No harm, no foul.
Pull away here, most likely.
He's got 4.2 seconds to make up on the cars ahead. Scornsy getting a little bit saved here, I think, by the DRS from Chuck Blazin, because He's got Calirob all over him. Don't know where this pace has come from Calirob.
There's no battery.
Calirob with a big
Calirob always has pace,
ERS advantage.
He just doesn't qualify it. More impressed by the pace of Fireball here, because he has been up in P3 or P4. But
we've got a Mercedes round. I think that's the Cheeto.
Yeah. Yeah. He could never mentally recover from Wednesday punting him off the track. The gap between Dace and Palmer back to 8/10. Oh!
Cheeto retires, but is it in the pit lane? Yep.
He has had enough.
Calirob finally starting to fall off a little bit. Not too much, but Scornsy's had a good lap.
It's about time that Scornsy's gonna make the move, I think, on Fireball, eh?
I think so, with the ERS. I mean, he can see the light blinking down the straight. He just needs to use his ERS and he'll get his way past.
Yeah, Fireballer not using here, so he should get him. Unless Scornsy has no straight line speed.
Doesn't even need the ERS here. Using the toe, using the DRS, goes for the inside even though it's covered off. Makes the move anyway, and Calirob trying to follow him through.
That's the DNF car fried Cheeto.
Yeah, Gunsy gets oversteer trying to avoid fried Cheeto, and Calirob's mugged them all off. Calirob up into P4, followed by Scornsy. I think he's going to make his way past Chuck Blazing. Did Fireballer make contact with that car?
I don't know.
Yeah, it definitely looked like he let him go. Nicky gets his way past Slayer Eyes, who has had a bit of a moment.
Fireballer missing an M plate on the left hand side. Oh no, it's there. I got fooled.
I got pranked, that's insane.
Yeah. So yeah, that was weird. Very unfortunate. And Scornsy overcorrected a bit because he was, I think, pretty well clear of that car.
And Joe Workingman, aka No Jug, only just a second behind now. Less than a second behind.
Was dropping Scornsy immediately. Very impressive.
Yeah, and he needs to make a break for it to try and get away from No Jug as well, who's absolutely flying behind them. He's now in the DRS range. He can maintain this gap, and only 4/10 now between Got Palmer and Dace. Dace well off the track there. He must have picked up a warning unless he lifted off, in which case he would have lost time. A lose-lose there for Dace either way, and surely this has got to be a move here for Got Palmer. Dace does not have the ERS to defend, though granted Palmer does not have much to use to attack either. Looks like Dace has got some really good straight line speed though. To the outside goes Got Palmer, trying to take the lead. Can he sweep around the outside? Dace has the inside. He's going to carry a little bit more speed into the corner. Got Palmer managing to keep it on the track, though he ran a little bit wide, and Dace manages to retain that position for the time being. Scornsy and Chuck Blazing fighting away. Chuck Blazing making his way back past Scornsy, who then switchbacks him. The inside turning to the outside, which may turn to the inside once more if they're still side by side come the next corner. Scornsy manages to keep it on the track and makes a fantastic move, and we could see Joe Workingman even try and follow him through that.
Yeah, Maggie has arrived on the scene. Gonna go for a cheeky move here into the chicane? Or in the hairpin, I should say.
Takes a look at it, but you've got to commit if you want to do that, and that could have ended in disaster, could have ended in absolute tears. But
racing.
We're okay for the time being, and Mojo switches it to the inside, but can't make a move just yet. Or maybe he can with a traction on the exit. The outside turns to the inside, and that's an easy move, actually.
Beautiful.
From Joe No Jug, but a very good move, nonetheless. Sharif picking a 3-second time penalty to
smart racing from No Jug there.
Pain.
Fireball got a bit mucked off there, to be fair to him. Now we can see what the pace will be like now. Calirob has completely disappeared, to be fair to him.
Yeah,
he's trying to
he
close
really did have that pace.
Penalty of Edwin.
Got Palmer pulling out of the slipstream really early there. Does he not have any interest in getting past?
I mean, why should he? He's chilling. He's not gonna break away. Might as well just sit behind, save tires, save ERS.
He does need to try and regen his battery though if he can.
Yeah, it's really hard
easier said than done around here though.
Yeah. Cynical getting past Nicky for P8.
Yeah.
Cynical trying to fight back into the top places after being, well, I don't know if he got spun out or spun on his own, but he was off in the gravel trap.
He was spun regardless.
Yep.
An absolute spanner.
Shreya in the pit lane, he's going for, I would imagine, mediums to the end. No, he's going hard.
Hards.
But he's bailing out of the soft medium. He's gonna go for the undercut on the hards.
The hards don't look like a bad race tyre though.
They are looking good.
You never know. Safety car and...
Yeah,
you never know.
Yeah, he's a little bit dependent on the safety car.
We need a good old-fashioned top 2, top 3 crash, you know?
We haven't seen that in a long time.
A big smash and bash at the front.
Yeah. True.
Yeah, Dace always manages to just kill himself.
We get Nojak got past Scornsy at some point, and he's really closing in on Kelly Rob. Nojak really has some pace around here. He could just not show it in quali.
He tries to do too much. He doesn't chase pole position. He chases the lap time in qualifying. He could go 90% and get pole, but he only seems to be capable of getting 100%.
He wants his new personal best. Yep.
He wants to hit that whatever it is, you know. Oh, this is a 10th off. I need to push more, you know.
Really close there.
Nicky and Cynical at it once again. Great racing from these two.
Nicky. Doing his thing in P8.
Don't forget, Nicky would have been much higher in qualifying as well without that absolutely ludicrous mistake.
Yes. Yeah, he has some very good pace around here. Good to see. Oh, there it is.
And there is... I knew it was coming. I mentioned that early on in this race.
Yep.
That guy is pushing the limits constantly.
For now, it's still not the worst problem. He won't lose that much positions, but...
That's something he really needs to work on if he wants to be a championship contender. I mean, he can be a championship contender anyway, but just from the sheer pace. But
yeah, didn't he win the championship last year, buddy?
Yeah, but you can't be missing races and doing that unless you're going to be consistent. And he's making it. Yeah, nothing Dace can do there. Don't think. Unless he wants to come back at him on the exit. Yeah. But no, doesn't manage to. Yeah, I mean, the point being, Nojug's missed a race now, and with the lead and the consistency that Scornsy has, you need to lock in. Get your money up, not your funny up.
Kid would say on God, bro. That's the thing these days.
Wallahi. Yeah. Or if the kid is say, he'd say Wallahi, I guess, but there we are. Because that guy can't speak.
The American kid saying Wallahi is so funny to me, bro.
I know, it's...
Cause like, if you would say it, it would be...
It's ludicrous.
It would be funny as well.
I mean, I can't even... I shouldn't even be saying it, really. Like, it's not my lingo.
More, yeah, but, yeah, true.
Nojug nearly loses it.
You could get away with it, though, on the internet.
Yeah, for sure.
Just a British kid saying Wallahi. I might think you're chunks, bro.
Insane. To know if you're eligible to say Wallahi or not, you need to say Muslim instead of saying Muslim. That's the dialectical difference, I feel like.
Here goes Nojak past Kelly Rob on the straight.
Meow, bye-bye. Have a great time.
Scornsy, by the way. Insane pace from Nojak here.
Yeah, I mean, this is what Nojak always has. He always has the same pace, but he doesn't have the consistency or the ability to not be a bozo. He's like Dace, but like even more Dace.
I mean, it shouldn't... He will still gain in the championship if it stands like this, because he already broke the 3 seconds per Scornsy. He will close in.
Scornsy's having a really off race.
Yeah, he's not his best track for sure. He's still quicker than most, but he's considerably slower than the quick ones today. Edwin also in no man's land, really. Interesting to see how quick Noja can get there.
It's insane
stay with him.
Watching the car behind following Nojug and seeing the difference in the lines. I mean, Nojug has his furthest tyres on top of the white line at every corner.
Yep.
It's ludicrous.
Palmer in. First one to pit. He's gonna go for mediums, I would imagine. Kelly was gonna hang on to the DRS, that would be nice for him.
It's interesting to see the hard runner pitting before the medium runner, but that might be what he needs to get out of the DRS.
Yeah. But I predict Dave's going for the softs though. He will be very quick at the end. But yeah, we'll see how big the gap is that he has to overcome.
Indeed.
And who knows, the walls are pretty far away here, but a safety car could always happen.
Especially with this game, you don't need to even have a crash to have a safety car, it can just feel like it sometimes.
True.
Chuck Blazing going to be coming out side by side almost with Cynical, but Cynical has just enough to easily make his way by. Ooh, off the track there from Cali, Rob.
Edwin into the pits.
Being behind Nojug is going to be really helping Cali Rob's pace here.
Yeah.
Like, to such an incredible extent.
Man. It's insane.
He just needs to not make a mistake and lose that DRS.
Yeah.
Scornsy picking up a 3-second time penalty, which makes it even worse. Not a normal occurrence for him.
Nicky also continuing on. He has a full battery still. Nicky is doing very well today.
Yeah, Nicky's just plugging away at it.
Sixth with the undercut. He gains quite a bit over Edwin. What an insane undercut he just got on Edwin, actually.
Shelley.
Edwin battling with Knuckles. He gets past. Kelly with a moment there. He's now at risk of getting dropped.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be able to keep this DRS, and that's a Scornsy off, Scornsy span.
Oh!
Scornsy in the gravel.
That's not something you see often.
What has happened to Scornsy?
And Nojak must be licking his lips right now.
Have Scornsy and Nicky swapped PlayStation accounts?
Perhaps.
I've cracked the code.
Yeah, but there are some... he's off sync with the pit stops.
Right? Yeah, it's the pit stops Calibob's in as well. He realises he's lost the DRS and uses it as the perfect time to pit, which is probably quite wise.
Smart. Yeah. he got a head on those shoulders for sure.
For real. On God, wallahi. Got Palmer with the fastest lap of the race so far.
For mediums as well.
Scornsy's in as well, probably to have a little cry. Calirob coming out here, will he be out ahead of the Alpine very comfortably, but he won't be anywhere near Knuckles, unfortunately. Shelley has died.
I mean, he will catch Knuckles in a lap time, so that will be really quickly with the tyre offset.
Yeah, got Palmer all over the back of Nicky as well, and I'm not even sure he'll wait for the DRS, honestly. The difference in pace is insane, though.
Yeah,
Palmer needs to focus on the ERS, you know. There we are on the exit. Can't quite get the drive out of the corner.
It's getting stuck here.
And he has to stay behind. This is the issue with this track as well. It can be quite tricky to overtake, but it is wide enough that if you've got the massive tyre advantage, you should be able to make the move. Yep, we'll see. He's been followed in by a Mercedes, it seems. Oh wait, no, he's followed in a car ahead.
The Williams, I think.
Been followed in by Joe Workingman. Onto the softs as you predicted, Lansley. Very well done. See you, listen to you. Right, Palmer, easy move.
Interesting. So, Nojak pits on the same lap, but he goes for mediums. No, he's not seeing it.
What does he
He's not
know?
seeing what Dace is seeing.
And Got Palmer has pulled a really big gap.
Yeah.
Holy.
And Edwin jumped him as well. Dace is behind Edwin.
This is the thing, Dace is going to be flying now, you would think. But how long will those softs last before they start to struggle?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's going to be really quick for the first couple, though. He needs to break the DRS immediately. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. Nicky, though, still just vibing on those hards.
Calibub nearly undercut his way back into the DRS window from that guy as well. But not quite.
Oh. Undercut almost helped him out there.
So he did apparently just set a purple first sector, and he's using a lot of ERSs, Calibub. He knows the importance, I think, of getting into that DRS window, and he's gaining on Nojug. It's very rare that you get to say a car's gaining on Nojug.
Nojug has 20% less battery, and he's just trying to save it at this point, I think. Although he did use a little bit there. It looked like... Oh, it's going to be close, actually.
That's a purple middle sector from Calirub. We could see a fastest lap of the race so far here from Calirub.
He's going to
finally
start gaining through here with the slipstream. Going to be inside the DRS comfortably. So Calirub really put himself back in the race. Good on him.
It's good to see Calirub up here. Yeah, I mean, he lost the SFR Championship to a fantastic driver, but it seems to be recovering from that mental hit. It's the fastest lap of the race.
Right.
Nicky, well, he re-emerged. Looks like it'll be P9.
Ahead of Slayer.
I think he will be.
Yeah.
Slayer should take advantage of the tyre temperature offset, though, here. But I don't think it's going to be enough.
Do you really want to if you're Slayer?
Probably not. You're just going to lose more time.
Yeah.
Depends if you want to entertain us. You want the screen time. Some people live for the camera.
Knuckles there. Knuckles still out on those hards. Doing well.
Not stuck anymore.
Can he pass out? Yeah.
Dace only 4 tenths, 3 tenths off Edwin now. This should be a move on the DRS straight if it's not a move even earlier. Joe Workingman up 16 positions.
Yeah. He's gonna drop 1 with the penalty, so in for a P5 at this point. But he's close to breaking the DRS.
There's an easy move for Dace.
Yeah. With the fastest lap as well? Yes. Will that be safe though?
It'll be difficult to beat.
Edwin to stay in this DRS. If he can, Dace just gonna get slower and slower every lap. But if he can stay with him in the first, it's gonna be a little bit easier than the next one. We got Sui going backwards, but he's in the pit lane, so that's why. He can drop down to P9. Quite a way off the rest, but up on his way to a P8, because Kanako still has the pit, so. Edwin staying with him quite comfortably, it looks like at this point. A fun fact to know, Dace is on 2 warnings. He picked those both up on lap 2 and lap 3 of the race.
So he's going to pick the third one up on lap 29. And probably lose 2 positions from it. Because it's Dace. I think that Palmer might have swindled him here, to be honest.
Palmer is looking good, yeah. A very healthy undercut there.
Absolutely incredible, actually, the significance of that, like how large that undercut was.
Yeah.
And massively Scornsy making a move as well. Unslayerized. Scornsy well adrift in P9 and with a penalty. It's not looking good for him. Mr. Consistent has failed to be consistent here.
Telework has been dropped by Jack and immediately dropped off quite a bit. No Jack, meanwhile, getting really close to a Williams, I think. It's the left Williams by Antonio. Gonna give him a little bit of DRS, perhaps. Edwin has been dropped by Dace. Telework picks up 3.
No,
so that saves Nojak from going down. But Nojak is now P4, well outscoring Scornsy. And with Say not attending today, steps towards a two-way fight. Palmer and Dace though fighting for the win.
I'm interested to see what Palmer can do over the course of the season, to be honest, because he's looked really, really impressive. He's looked better than Dace for me for this season, honestly.
We need to see if your gut feeling is correct.
No job weapon Williams.
Palmer is having a 6th place finish, a 13th place finish, a win, a 19th place finish, and a DNF. Dace has had 4th place, 11th place, 3rd place, and 5th place, and a DNF.
In terms of actual pace, I think Palmer has looked really, really, really good. But yeah, he struggled with some bad luck and some mistakes as well.
I mean, I heard one guy say not so long ago.
Oh, here we go.
That the consistency.
Yeah, well, that's probably why he won't win the championship. Important. I'm not saying he will win the championship. I said he's looked better than Dace.
But do you really look better though if you're not consistent? Edwin gets another one. 6 seconds now for Edwin. It's gonna demote him to P4 and Nojak another place up. Podium.
Dace is really gaining actually on Palmer. I still am not convinced that it'll be enough though.
You would think those tires are gonna fall off it.
They'll fall off and he'll fall back, yeah.
Sharia did 9.
Palmer's really struggling with his ERS as well.
Yeah, but Dace doesn't have that much.
But yeah, Dace doesn't exactly say, is he? So.
Yeah. There's pretty big gaps. Knuckles on the fresh softs in P14. Looking pretty racy.
Did you ever play F1 Manager, Lindsay?
Sorry?
Did you ever play F1 Manager?
F1 Manager? I played the first one.
I'm not sure if I should try and get into it or not. I've re-downloaded it. But...
The first
no joke, another 3 second. I think it's the most recent one.
Oh, the most recent one. Yeah, I got the older one.
The older one was a bit goofy with some things, and it really ruined it. Blue flags and stuff were really bad.
Blue flags were insanely bad. It's annoying. In quali, you had to go either immediately or at the last second, because otherwise you're gonna get blocked. Also horrendous.
And now jog into the DRS range of the car ahead. He has picked up another 3 second time penalty though. It's not going to help him.
Fun little. Nojak was 6 seconds quicker than Dace on the last lap.
Sorry?
Nojak was 6 tenths quicker on the last lap than Dace.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Pretty sure you said seconds initially, which is what confused the hell out of me.
That would be scary.
Yeah, I was like, huh? Did Dace fuck up? Because, I mean, that would be a reasonable thing to happen. Dace has gained again this lap, but...
It's getting less, though.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Perhaps maybe if he pitted a lap earlier or something, because now the gap is just... It was too big. If you get in the DRS, who knows what happened, but... He's just playing catch-up and he's not catching up. That was very close to a warning, actually. Ooh. There he goes off, and he picks up the warning.
And there's Dace.
He ruins his own race. He did not lift off at all there. Very interesting decision to just floor it well off the track.
Sounds like Dace to me. That Palmer would have just sighed a huge sigh of relief there. Yep. Not that he should have been too worried really, but any worries should now have evaporated. Edwin doesn't look too much like he really wants to make a move there. He knows this fight.
There. He needs to go. Oh, he's pretty safe actually, because he has 6 seconds, I think. And
Little bro knows.
Yeah. Maybe he can force No Joke into a mistake. Push him off one more time.
Just spear him off at turn 1. Just don't break.
Yeah. Put a little pressure on that.
I'll turn the camera off. You don't worry. I won't expose you. Maybe No Joke's recording fails. Who knows what happened? It's a ghost. Yeah, Dace only gaining 2/10 this lap.
Yeah.
3 now, but it doesn't matter with the penalty unless Scott Palmer picks up one. Does Scott Palmer have any warnings?
He had 1, I think. But he should be ghosting at this point.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be ghosting, of course, but he should not get a 1 on the board.
Yeah, he shouldn't be pushing like so a bat out of hell.
Yeah. Yeah, No Joke again gaining on Dace, actually. Dace also gaining on Palmer, but...
Yep, we've got a little bit of a battle at the back as well between Sui and Sharia. Sui looks like he wants to make a move here, the Aston Martin driver against the Alfa Romeo driver on the hard tyres.
Yeah. Race to forget there for Sharia and Sui, for that matter. Let's not forget about Nicky though. Really close, getting close to the DRS of Fireballer. He still has a full battery. I think Nicky is on to at least a P7 here.
This should be an easy move here for Sui. He's got the ERS, he's using it as he also has the DRS also, and yeah, there's absolutely nothing Sharia can do there. You're absolutely powerless in that position.
You're a passenger.
All you can do is sit there, watch him go by, and think, well, at least I'm not a Daltonian. Nicky makes his way past Chuck Blaze, who then dies from the embarrassment of being overtaken by Nicky. I understand it. I would do the same.
Now Scorsese getting really
he's going to lose the he's going to lose the position to Scorsese as well. Great presence of mind there from Chuck Blazin, by the way, to swerve off the racing line because he just knew he was too slow.
Let's do a quick. I'll do a quick scroll here.
Where is the scroller?
There are 2 cars where the yellow and the fuel light is on. Fireballer and Dusty both have that light on. But that's not... I think you're done flirting with the line. You're not there yet, but... You should be careful. 2 more laps to go.
I'm thinking about
after this one. But yeah, I think to look. Maybe you could have got...
Edwin is really keeping No Joke honest, you know?
Yeah. And they're both just dragging towards Dace. But Dace is also still closing in on Palmer. It's fascinating to see.
Maybe Dace would still have some sort of an outside chance if he hadn't picked up that penalty. But now he's relying on basically got Palmer just like spinning off.
Yeah.
That's... Yeah. And even then, I mean...
Yeah. Or maybe getting a warning and making it exciting, but I don't see both happening, really.
No.
Or any of them.
Yeah, either of them happening seems unlikely, yeah.
But yeah, Edwin is just enjoying the DRS. He's going to be finishing P4, even with the penalties now, so... Another yellow though, that's
an Alfa Romeo.
Dusty.
Too busy looking at his fuel light and forgot how to brake.
I mean, it will save him a little bit of fuel, to be fair.
Be nice, just increase the mileage he's got to travel.
Knuckles also picking one up. Adel. Oh, no, Jack is already up on 6. Forgot. Thought he was on 3. Doesn't really. Day's already safe. Bit of a ghost battle then. Maybe for honor. Days and Palmer on exactly the same amount of battery. Days is not gonna get in on this lap, so that will mean
Just
it's
watched
over.
No Joke go well off the track, and Edwin completely follow his line and go well off the track. What these guys are doing. Dusty Man, come on, you may as well just do the last lap, bro.
He did now?
He's in the pits at the minute, I think, unless that's
true.
true.
I think he wanted to pit for fresh softs, but he's got lapped, unfortunately for him, so it won't matter.
Dace almost gets within DRS range, actually. Too late, obviously, and he's got the penalty anyway. But
he's gonna get it on the run to the line, probably.
The strategy's not as far apart as
light is on, actually.
You may have thought.
Dace's fuel light is
he's got
red.
He's got 0.9 laps, so he's fine. Where do you see the light? I don't see a light.
I should open the telemetry, but...
Ah, okay. Yeah, no, I would just look on the steering wheel. He's got 0.7 laps, he's got to do less than 0.7 laps, so he's completely fine. I never like having the telemetry on, it covers too much of the screen, it looks daft.
That's another warning for days, but...
Obviously it's good when you're not the one streaming to have the information.
Yeah, I can just see it, yeah.
And there we are. A win for Got Palmer, who celebrates by swerving towards the pit wall, followed by Dace, who has taken home a P2. Mackie recovers to take a P3 on the road. We'll see if that remains the case with the penalties. Edwin P4, and I think that will be a podium for No Joke, actually. Calirob P5, and he's got enough of a gap that Cynical won't be able to grab that away from him with penalties. Fantastic drive by Calirob. I might give my driver of the day to Calirob, honestly, because No Joke just doesn't count. Nicky across the line.
Give it to Calirob for gaining one position. Interesting.
A very complete weekend from Calirob. Showed pace throughout. Clean driving. Without many mistakes. Chuck Blazen, I think, ran out of fuel just before the line, but manages to coast across. Front line. He crosses the line and takes home P11, and then immediately gets jumped by Gunnar and drops to P12. Knuckles will finish outside of the top 10 and in a P13 spot, followed by Sui. Or will it be Sui? Because I'm not sure how the penalty situation is between him and Sharia. But we will soon find out. And yeah, it will be 314. P15 for Sharia. Pretty poor performance by him. Not what he will want to be achieving on a race day, really. And 15th for VTech, who has had an eventful race weekend, to say the least. The driver of the day for the game goes to No Joke, obviously, but I mean, he's basically just farming driver of the days by not qualifying.
I mean, he still gained insanely quick to that field. Very impressive. But I agree, Calirob had a very complete weekend. This is what Calirob can do if he gets his qualifying right. He will be up in the mix.
So, who does your driver of the day go to, Lindsay? Are you going to give it to No Joke anyway, or are you going to make some...
I'm thinking I'm going to go give it to Nicky. I'm very impressed with Nicky's pace here today. Unfortunate from the last round of quali, but even with that goofy choke, he still got a P7. Very impressive result.
Are your results? So it's the win for Got Palmer, P2 for Dace, P3 for No Joke, excuse me. P7 goes to Nicky, who had a good race and finished ahead of Scornsy. I mean, if you told Nicky he'd finish ahead of Scornsy at the start of this race, I think he'd take it. Who gets Bozo of the Day?
Says internet connection. Says provider, bruh. That is the Bozo of the Day.
All right, well, there you are, guys. Another week has passed. Next week will be a little bit different because I will not be here. Orlando, are you going to be covering?
Yeah, I will.
Okay,
It's going to be cool. It's going to be epic.
Lindsay will be streaming. He'll be having a fun time. You don't have to worry about me anymore. Maybe you'll even get a co-commentator. Let's see. Thanks for watching, guys.
Yep.
And Lindsay, we'll see you next week.
Yes.
In the Dord, man.